Hello, my name's Pumpkin and welcome to the patch. I am in my inventory room. This room has basically been my home hub. But finally I have built myself a house. It was quite an ambitious build for me and I am so proud of how it came along. So let's start with the door. I'm just going by a picture that I will insert here. And I'm basically just copying what I think I can do and changing bits and pieces to suit me. This arch for the door was difficult, especially only going by a photograph rather than a tutorial. But I don't really have the patience for a tutorial, to be honest. I like to just look at something and have the audacity to go, I can do that. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm starting on the tower shape and then going around to the kind of patio, I guess you could call it. I'm using mostly stone bricks, mossy stone bricks and cracked stone bricks on the facade of this build. There are more colours and materials I will bring into it later, but for the skeleton, that's what I'm using. I'm building a kind of garden room patio thing at the moment. It's going to have a balcony on top of it. I'm going back to the front door build, trying to get more of a curve, a bit more texture, making it a bit more 3D as well, rather than just a flat curve. There it is. I'm trying to do some dimension. This takes some time and I do go back a few times before I get it right. I'm going along and starting on the main bulk of the house where there will be doors. I'm building in a few more arches again. I really like the technique with the upside down stairs in the corner. I've used this on my Hobbit build before and it turned out really nicely. Now I'm starting the tower that will go up from the front door. And finally fixing the dimension with the arch going in the front door. I'm building up now. Like I said, this is going to be the tower. I'm stepping back and having a look and decide that it's good and carry on. I add some windows in. The windows are going to be wooden doors. I'm adding some more texture by putting in some just plain stone here in the tower. And adding some stone walls for a bit of a decorative corner. I'm starting on the balcony now on the first floor, putting in a wall that's made of slabs that will go all the way around the balcony shape. And again, having a good look at it from far away before I start adding in the rest of the details. Now I'm starting on the walls for the first floor. There's going to be some arches here that go with the balcony. Luckily for me, seeing as this build is going straight into the cliffside, I only really need to do the front of the house and the sides. I build up the walls, going along the build, and add in some more arches. I'm adding in some details now, and a little bit of the first floor. Again, I look at it from far away. I like how it's coming along, the shape is correct. I know it's grey against a grey cliff, but we will be adding a pop of colour in here and there very soon. Now we're continuing on the tower. I won't lie, the tower kind of intimidated me a bit. I'm not very good at these circular builds, and when it comes to this circular roof, I really did have trouble. But the more you do things, the more you learn. Here it is from far away again, and I definitely love how it's coming along. The shape was exactly what I was going for. So now I'm putting in the foundations for a roof. Again, very intimidating. Wasn't sure how I was going to get the shape right. I don't like doing roofing on games in general, so I just put my big girl pants on and got on with it. I didn't get the shape of the roof right the first time, so here I am going in again, trying to get a bit more of an exaggerated curve on it. I decided to get all the stonework over and done with, definitely not because I was intimidated by the roof, nuh-uh. I just wanted to get all the stonework done. Anyway, here I am putting in the floor of the first floor and the sides. I'm putting in the sides of the tower as well, and trying to get the shape of the tower at the top the way I wanted it. Now I have most of the tower done and most of the siding done. I wanted the front of this build to be the impressive part. Nobody really needs to see the dodgy sides and really flat sides. Now I'm going in with some cherry blossom planks. This is going to be our colour combo with the planks and the turquoise of the oxidised copper. A lot of these oxidised copper doors that I'm putting in are mostly for decoration. I'll be having the functional doors at the side of the building. Here it is with most of the cherry blossom planks put in. I think it looks very good. I'm adding in the windows that are actually doors, but I want them to look like windows. And now we're taking on the roof. I'm using this oxidised copper colour for the roof, as I think it's a nice contrast with the pink. I was fighting for my life with the phantoms in this build a lot. I just couldn't be bothered to go to sleep, which is on me really. I'm discovering that I think that the roof is not jutting out enough. Again, looking a bit flat. So I'm adding in an extra lip, which does work and I do really like it. So I go in and changed the whole thing. Looking at it from far away, and I quite like it. It's okay. I finish off the detail, and then this is where we start my mental breakdown, which is the tower roof. I crashed out several times and actually had to stop playing because I couldn't get it right. So there'll be a couple of clips of this because I wasn't going to add the whole time of me trying to get this to work. But I will say it took 3 sessions of me playing to get this right, which is a reasonable crash out, I think. This is the first time I go in and try to fix it without just ripping it all down. I should have just ripped it all down to begin with and not just tried adding pieces and adding more stairs, adding more layers. I should have just ripped it down and started again. When I put the back on, it just looks even worse. I keep telling myself to trust the process, but it was not good. I decide I need a little break, so I put in some more of the planks. Finish off that on the top floor. I am now here on the roof doing the windows that come out of the roof. I've lost some of the footage of doing this, so you'll see me starting the frames and then suddenly they'll be done. I also have cut out a lot of the footage of me making the tower roof. It's done good enough. On the walkthrough, I will show you what I mean by good enough. Here I am starting on the second little tower. This tower was perfectly manageable and much easier than the other. And I'm very sorry that I lost the footage of me putting in the windows, but you can kind of see them there as well. As this build is going into the cliff, I did have to knock some down to fit this tower in. I'm going in with tower roof number 2, and for some reason this one was much easier and I did it first time. As we look at it from far away, you see it's pretty good. Now it's time to put in the final details. I put in some flower pots, some lights, and I put in some more flowers, but mostly it's the lighting that is going in now. Here it is from far away, and I really love how it's coming out. I'm adding some detail on top of the roof with these jail bars and the stone fence. I'm putting in some wraparound stairs so we can get to the first floor. I didn't want to put stairs inside the building as I feel it takes up a lot of room. I think that these stairs are a little bit too thick now, so I'm just thinning them down a little. Now it's my absolutely favourite part, adding in the bushes, the cherry blossom bushes, and these oak leaves. I love adding this feature to pretty much all my builds to make it look like there are climbing flowers along roofs and walls, some overgrown features. It's completely my aesthetic. And from far away, I must say it's looking very nice. And I've actually surprised myself with this big build, which is always nice. And here it is from far away. I just realised that I've left in some cobblestone just here under the lip of the roof, and with that, this build is done. So this is the front. Again, these are functional doors down here, and I can come and go this way, but these ones up here are just for decoration. Here's my little courtyard with my plants and a little balcony up there. Just up here we have the windows that are coming out of the roof, and a little mini tower there in the back with a lantern hanging down and a lightning rod on the top. So we go up the stairs. Again, nothing in the interior yet. That's for later. And this is inside the tower. I think I'm going to cut this bit out a little bit more and make an enchanting room in here. Like I said, these are just decorative. You can't actually go out onto the balcony, not that there's any room out there anyway. I need to fix all of this in here, make it look a bit prettier. And of course, I need to do a nice walkway from the water up to here and make a garden. But this build took such a long time. I knew I couldn't get a garden done and the interior in one go. So this is just for the exterior of the build. I'm really proud of myself and how this came out. I really love the cherry blossom leaves and the oak leaves around it. Makes it very overgrown, and I guess the roof is okay. It's still got problems, just don't look at it from behind. But from the front, it's alright. I love all the lanterns, and I think once I have a nice pathway, a nice garden, this is going to look really beautiful. Like I said, this is for later. But in here, I am going to do another build. It's going to be something a little bit different, but this will be my inventory space will be over here, and then there'll just be something else that you will see in one of the next videos. As for this space, I'd like to get some pets. I'd like to build some furniture to go in here, make it actually look like a home. This is the build from further away. You can see the cherry blossoms I have planted up on the top of the hill. If you remember on my first video, I said I was going to do building up there. But I decided to challenge myself to make a nice big build where I can spread out and build into this cliffside and make even more. I really want to do more with the dragon expansion on here, the Ice and Fire, I believe it's called. So I know I wanted a big space, so if I do manage to get a dragon, that they could live in there. So thank you so much for watching this little pumpkin on this safe space of the internet. Until next time, goodbye.